The judges are ready. They're given cards to cast their final votes. Which will they choose, A or B?
I think everybody knows how I feel. I like things to be tested, to be pushed. I think what we do every day is to do something ordinary but do it extraordinary. I think it would be interesting to do something out of the norm. I think we're going through this entire process for Kendall to explore different options and to do things that he didn't think he would ever pick. So why pick something that he would have? So at the end, I'm actually very happy where we ended. I'm going with A.
I really had to go with the one that I felt sort of fit the sort of spirit that the competition was sort of born in, which I think A does. For all the reasons I stated before, like chance and things like that, and thinking about Kendall as an artist, I think there's a lot of anti-art sort of ideas with that. Does a little bit more to sort of call into question this piece in in art context, not just a haircutting context, which maybe was the wrong thing to do, but that's what I did anyway. So I picked A.
I went with B, which you can barely see because I didn't make it very big, but because I think it's an attractive haircut, and I think it'll be more of a challenge to the person who will actually be doing it.
To me, I took it as, something that you have thought about. When you come into my chair, you are very indecisive, and to me, I think of it as, finding you a new haircut, or finding you something else, and I don't know, to grow your hair out, to just, like you say, throw it in a ponytail and chop it off, ends up with a really god-awful haircut when it comes down. Just the logistics of it, that's how it would be.
We're tied at 2 votes each. My mother will be casting the winning vote.
I really was thinking about the concept of the whole art thing and the fact that Kendall wouldn't know how his hair was going to look, and it was kind of up to chance. And so I wrote down A because I thought this is something that he would never do. And he could always go back and do whatever he wanted with it. And then I thought, I can't do it. So I changed it to a B.
Well done.
Oh my God!
The guilt rose. Oh, perfect.
B is the winner. Short, shaggy, messy, choppy, parted on side, cool.
Are you coming into the salon?
Yeah.
Are you going to videotape it?
Yeah.
Then let me book out like an hour on Sunday. Is Sunday good?
Can you do Sunday?
Yeah, what time?
I think, not to insult anybody, and
excuse me if I misunderstood the assignment, but I really thought this was about art. And what I find is that the hairstyles that were selected, they looked cool. Not that cool isn't art, but, well, you could just say my dreams have been somewhat modified since this experience.
My name is Corinne Dean, and I'm the winner. I did 3 haircuts, and I did one that wasn't picked, 2 were picked, in the top 10. The one that wasn't picked was the faux hawk, because it was really trendy, and so it's probably good that it wasn't picked. The other one, which wasn't titled at the time, I would like to call the Jovi, and then the third, I would call the Kendall. I was glad. I like Suze a lot. My competitor. That would have been kind of cool to see too. I think mine got the women's vote though, didn't it? Because women were thinking like, oh, I don't really have that haircut. It's always good to win.
Okay. I've had the haircut for a week or so now, and I gotta say, it's been interesting, the whole process. It's a little different every day. Still getting used to the hows and whys.
I really enjoy our time together. You make me happy most of the time.
Tonight on the show, we have Kendall Ron.
He's on the show. He's gonna be on.
I hope I pronounced his name right. Hey, Kendall, how's it going?
Good to be back with you too.
Good, good. So, what have you been up to?
What have I've been, I make things and...
Right, you've had a haircut thing?
Yeah, recently I did a haircut thing where people, I had longer hair and people...
And people could
I had ideas,
design.
yeah. I had a little form they could draw it on there, and then I had lots and lots to choose from, many options, and I had a panel of judges, and they narrowed it down and they picked one, and then
that's the one they picked?
This is similar. This is similar to it.
It's short.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah, there were a lot of sort of more extreme options, but the judges went.
I heard one of the judges was your mom.
Yes.
That doesn't seem fair.
They weren't all my mom.
Rick. Oh, they weren't all your mom.
The rest were grandmas and grandpas.
No, it was the only family member. I tried to get people that cared for me and then also that hated me.
So you chose
a good mixture.
What category did she fit on?
I think she cares for me.
Thank you for being on the show. I'm glad we were able to display your art so prominently.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Anytime, Kendall. Anytime.
Can I, anytime, really?
Yeah. Sure.
Wow! Oh, they don't want Kendall back on the show, it seems.
I've been an amazingly good guest.